New Delhi. India and Nepal share 1,751 kilometers of border. It stretches across Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Sikkim, and West Bengal. On both sides, communities are linked through culture, religion, and kinship. The Agreement of 1950 gave this ancient bond a legal framework. It allowed free movement of people and goods and granted citizens rights of residence, property, and employment in each other's territory. A Nepali citizen can own property in India, just as an Indian can do the same in Nepal. For India, Nepal has always been more than a neighbor. It is a friendly buffer state between India and China. For Nepal, India has long been a destination for trade and employment. Tens of thousands of Nepali workers live in Indian towns and cities. Many Indian traders have businesses in Nepal. The 1950 treaty made these ties easier by creating a system of national treatment, under which citizens of both countries are almost equal in economic and civic rights. The agreement also carried security clauses. It stated that Nepal would consult India if it wished to import arms from another country. It also obliged both sides to keep each other informed about any major disputes or misunderstandings with third countries. Despite its benefits, the treaty has often faced criticism in Nepal. Many Nepali leaders argue that it was signed by India with the unpopular Rana rulers and not with a government that reflected the will of the people. Some believe the way it was framed implied that India treated Nepal as a smaller state rather than an equal partner. The main points of contention have been Articles 2, 6, and 7. Article 2 requires both governments to share information on serious disputes with other countries. In practice, Nepali leaders argue this restricts their freedom to build independent relations with powers such as China or the United States. Articles 6 and 7 give Indian and Nepali citizens equal rights to economic activity, employment, residence, and property. Over the years, many political groups in Nepal have accused India of gaining more from these clauses. In 1994, the Communist Party of Nepal, UML, successfully campaigned on an anti-India sentiment, making the treaty a central issue. Since then, raising slogans against the 1950 treaty has often been used to win political mileage. The arms deal dispute of 1988. One of the most serious confrontations came in 1988. Nepal imported arms from China without consulting India. New Delhi viewed this as a violation of the 1950 treaty and responded by blocking several transit points on the India-Nepal border. The restrictions lasted for 17 months and caused deep economic hardship in Nepal. Nepal maintained that it had not violated the treaty. According to Kathmandu, Article 5 applied only to arms imported from India or through Indian territory. Since the weapons came directly from China, Nepal argued that it was not obliged to seek India's consent. The blockade, however, underlined the vulnerability of a landlocked nation heavily dependent on its southern neighbor. Why the border remains open. Despite disputes and occasional bitterness, the open border has survived. For ordinary people, it is part of everyday life. Villages straddle the frontier, marriages connect families across it, and businesses thrive on the free flow of goods. The 1950